Trump must do what dozens of buildings around the world have done and take the Trump name off. Getting men to change their destructive ways by threatening to leave them, humiliate them, or cut them off in bed, it's a tale as old as time. Maybe it falls to you now, Melania. You can end this reign of terror, and all you have to do is channel your inner Taylor Swift and walk out the door. Is there anyone left who can check Donald Trump? Yes.
Bill Maher just dropped a comedy bomb on Melania Trump, and it's got everyone talking. Did you catch his latest roast? It's like he set her spray. Tan on fire. But here's the kicker, Trump's not laughing. In fact, he's madder than a wet hen in a thunderstorm stick. Around to see how M turned the First Lady into the roast lady, and why Trump's probably regretting ever picking up his phone before we move on. I'd like to ask you a small favor if you appreciate this content. Please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Folks, it looks like Bill Maher just turned up the heat on Melania Trump. And let's just say she's feeling the burn.
Melania Trump has been in the news a lot lately. I was talking about her in the monologue, and she's on the cover of Us Weekly with this cover, my side of the story. All the stars do it. Tim Gunn has done it. You have his. He'll be out here in a minute. And I did it. It's practically a rite of passage. You have mine. There you go. In Slovenia, I was a catalog model, which is what you call a model you order out of a catalog. I have no first language. I hope I inspire little girls everywhere to marry for money.
Our favorite sharp-tongued comedian decided to whip out a fake 25 things you don't know about me list for the former First Lady, and boy, oh boy, did he go for the jugular. Maher started off with a few tame jokes, you know, to lull us into a false sense of security. But then faster than you can say, I really don't care, do you? He went full comedy commando on poor Melania, and when I say poor Melania, I mean poor us, because we couldn't stop laughing.
It's not anti-feminist to say that in addition to doing everything men can do intellectually, women also have another power, the power of the ultimatum. In the ancient Greek play Lysistrata, women end a war by denying sex to their men. It was the original Bush doctrine. President Hellboy has proved to be impervious to facts, reason, shame, and the law. But maybe if you left him for another man, especially if that man was Mexican.
Now get this, Maher had the audacity to joke that Melanie's favorite movie is The Great Escape. I mean, come on, Bill, that's about as subtle as Donald Spray Tan. But wait, there's more. He also quipped that her favorite song is Born Free. I guess we know what's on Melania's playlist when she's alone in Trump Tower. But Maher didn't stop there, oh no. He was just warming up. He even suggested that Melania should take a page out of Taylor Swift's book and shake it off right out the door. Talk about a sick burn eye. I haven't seen anything that savage has since the last time Maher opened his mouth about the Trumps. The audience was eating it up like it was the last slice of pizza. At a Weight Watchers meeting, they were laughing so hard I'm surprised the Secret Service didn't rush in thinking it was an attack. But let's be real. The only thing under attack was our ability to breathe between laughs. But here's the kicker. Folks, Maher's roast of Melania wasn't just about getting a few chuckles.
I copied this list from Michelle Obama. Sometimes when I bounce light off my diamond, Donald's hair will chase it like a cat. I wish I knew why I have a recurring dream I'm pinned beneath a giant orange sack of shit. And if I could tell my younger self just one thing, it would be this. If you catch a leprechaun and he gives you one wish, be more...
No, siree. This was a full-on comedy assault on the Trump family image. It's like he took their golden facade and spray painted it with jokes. And let me tell you, that paint ain't coming off easy, you know. It's almost like Maher's treating the Trumps like his personal punching bag, but instead of fists, he's using punchlines, and boy does he have an unlimited supply of those. It's like watching a comedy heavyweight take on, well, a heavyweight, sorry, Donald, but you walked right into that one.
His boxy clown suits on the front lawn. Just tell him I'm leaving you and I'm taking our child. He would be stunned. We have a child? Now, I know I'm probably dreaming and Melania isn't going to do any of this, but what if she had someone to do it with? Divorce is always easier in pairs. What if you had a buddy, Melania? Mrs. Rupert Murdoch, Jerry Hall. And you two have a lot in common. Your husbands are ruining the world.
Well, looks like our favorite orange turd just proved he can dish it out, but can't take it who knew the man with the world's most fragile. Ego would lose his marbles over a few jokes, so. Wait, everyone did. It turns out Trump's reaction to Maher's roast was nothing short of a full-blown tantrum. It's like watching a toddler who's been told he can't have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But instead of throwing his toys, Trump's throwing a fit that's got everyone wondering. Is this guy really made of Teflon, or is he actually a delicate little O-flake? Our GRY Trumpy didn't just get mad. He went full-on nuclear. It's like he took a page out of Kim Jong-un's playbook and decided to threaten comedy. Yep, you heard. That right, the man who's been hurling insults like they're going out of style suddenly can't handle a taste of his own medicine. Talk about irony. Folks, but here's where it gets really rich. Donnie Diapers actually demanded an apology. From Mark, can you believe it? It's like a schoolyard bully crying to the teacher because someone finally stood up to him. The guy who's been dishing out nicknames like Sleep Joe and Crooked Hillary suddenly wants everyone to play nice. Sorry, Donald, but that ship sailed faster than your hairpiece in a hurricane.
Here's some demonstrably false nonsense from some crank guest on Fox and tweets it out as fact. They're on this insane feedback loop. They're like that couple that keeps giving each other herpes. So, girls, you gotta step up. We have tried everything, but the more we resist these two menaces, the stronger they get. They're like the Night King in Game of Thrones. Your unhappiness is obvious. You despise his creepy little monkey fingers touching your hand. So kick him to the curb. Slap away that hand for good.
Now people are wondering what Trump might do next. Will he try to ban comedy a lot? Together, declare war on laughter. Maybe he'll build a wall to keep the jokes out. But let's be real, folks, the only wall Trump's ever successfully built is the one between himself and reality. Here's the kicker. Though Trump's meltdown didn't shut Maher up, nope, it did the exact opposite. It gave Maher even more material to work with. It's like Trump handed him a comedy gold mine on a silver platter. Who needs writers when you've got a tweet-happy ex-president with the self-control of a sugar-rushed kid in a candy store? Trump's explosive reaction didn't just make him look bad. Well, worse than usual. It turned the whole situation into a bigger spectacle than his hair on a windy day. It's like he took Maher's jokes and strapped a rocket to them, sending them straight into the comedy stratosphere. So, folks, it turns out that political satire isn't just for giggles. It's actually a pretty big deal in shaping how we see our leaders. Who knew that laughing at politicians could be so important? Experts say this comedy stuff is like a secret weapon helping us tackle tricky issues without falling asleep from boredom. It's like the political world's version of hiding veggies in a kid's meal. Sneaky, but effective. And let's be real, when it comes to challenging those big shots in power, a well-timed joke can pack more punch than a serious debate. It's like throwing a pie in the face of authority, but with words. So next time you're watching a late-night show and cracking up at some politician's expense, remember, you're not just having a good time. You're basically participating in democracy. How's that for multitasking?
Hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video. If you stuck around the end, drop a blue heart in this comment. And until next time, I will see you soon.